Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Before we continue, I need to go check that up there. What is it? What does it say? Oh. I'm not sure what that is. No, I can't actually see anything there. Anyway, I was imagining it. Didn't see anything. Last time out, we were making this route more efficient, trying to get the food over to Concord and actually getting Concord built up into a thriving city, and indeed it is. I've fast forwarded over to August of that year, and we have made some money, but not enough to do the kind of expansions that I was actually looking for. So, what I'm going to be doing instead in this episode is starting to look at different aspects of Transport Fever 2. So we've looked at the freight. I'm going to start looking at something potentially to do with passengers, and perhaps start planning out the first passenger railway line, but first trying it out with stagecoaches of some sort. So make sure you stay tuned to see what I get up to in today's episode of Transport Fever 2. Okay, so we're now in September. Let's go over to Concord, which has been receiving plenty of food. You can see there 51 of 51. We've got stability at 161 residents. We want to increase that, of course, and the way we're going to increase that is by starting to figure out some public transport on this. What we're going to do first, before we do any of that, is make some streets. So we're going to have some small streets. Oops. Now I say small, actually medium streets. And I'm going to spend some money getting these medium streets in and around. I do like making streets rounded, but I know that the American philosophy is not to have that many rounded streets whatsoever, so I'm not going to do rounded streets, but I am going to do some interesting street styles. Like that, for example. Hey, that's weird. I say like that, obviously this doesn't want to play ball. I want a street that essentially just goes... Oh no, medium street. It's going to connect like this. There we go. That will do. Okay, so we've got a few streets connected in the town of Concord right here. We've lost some residents. Someone's been upset about something or other. Oh, they've just built another street themselves. And what we're going to do now is we're going to work on bus stations. So, the way we're going to do buses, we're going to build some buildings. Build some buildings, of course we will. But we're not going to use a bus station as such. We're just going to use a bus and tram stop for now, because I don't know where a bus station would be useful. This is going to cost a lot when we start putting railways in, that's for sure. I mean, a lot of the houses are around here, so perhaps... I mean, a railway station here wouldn't be too out of order. In fact, a railway station right here wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. So I want to try and block this off. I actually do want to try and block this off first. I want to perhaps prevent anybody from building here. Just because I feel like a railway station is going to be pretty useful here. So I'm just going to block this entire area off. Let them build anywhere else, but not here. There we go. Hopefully that actually works and does block off anybody building here. So what I am going to do actually is I'm going to build a bus station in here. Just a small bus station, nothing too major. This is going to be my capital city, of course, but you know, a small bus station is more than suitable for now. Like so. Perfect. So there's our bus station. Now the bus station covers a significant amount of the city, however, it does not cover all of it, and this is the important part. What we're going to do is we need to build bus and tram stops. And we need to build them. I often build them in two directions, like so. And for initial stuff, I tend to do clockwise, anti-clockwise styles. That's how I like doing things. But I have done many different routes before. There we go. And I suppose we can do another one. Do another one up here. If I do it there, will it? I mean, I suppose it will reach. There we go. Okay, so now that we have that, we need to create a new route. We're going to create a new line. It's going to be the first passenger line. PARD. Concord 01. And I'm actually going to do another line. PARD Concord 02. It's really hard not to type the E. I'm having to put conscious effort into not typing the E there. Right. Let's add stations. 1. And then we'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fantastic. Now let's do the other one. Add station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I should have gone down this road potentially. No, it's okay. That's all right. It will do. So there's our route. Job done. Now what we need to do is just get some vehicles on it. Horse-drawn carriage, sure. Let's go for it. If we buy 10 of them, what do we get? 238k. Sure. Sounds like a lot, actually. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather have 5. I'd rather have those 5 painted red, so I know what they are, and send them on Concord 1. Then buy another 5. Paint those red again, and send them on Concord 2. There we go. Here's our thumbnail for the episode, by the way. There we go. That's good. That's pretty good. Why do people still have chickens clucking around everywhere? What's up with this house? I like the back, but it's got a little bit... I mean, the bushes are a little bit untamed here. Actually, it does have a charming appeal to it. Never mind. Nothing to see here. Okay. I like this Easter egg. I hope they add more and more and more to it. Right, now that we have that, we are obviously going to be losing money. As you can see, in fact, Concord Food is once again losing money. It's unfortunate, but it's happening. We just need to work on it. Right, there we go. Slowly getting back into the money. So we give that a little while to sort of figure itself out. Oops, something's gone and destroyed itself. What happened there? Don't know. Let's have a look at that filter actually once again. The residential filter. Where is it? It's that one. There you go. You can see that, and a number of these are changing to different land values. So these are 2s and 3s now. I think these are 2s. I think these are 2s. And we've got 2s here as well. And 2s there. And it's happening. Look at that. We have passengers waiting just to get around. That's all it is. Passengers are merely waiting to get around. That's all. It is literally a local bus service. Nothing more. And that's good. That's really good, because that is also going to help. In fact, as you can see there, that is going to help the growth of the town. And it's going to enable people to move around. And it's going to be more enjoyable. What is that? 103 destinations. What? Okay. I suppose it's all the different places. There you go. So we just need to increase the supply of goods again. And just keep this up. That's what we need to do. We need to keep this up. And of course, this is going to eventually become one of the first railways. It's going to be an interesting railway, that's for sure. I want to get it to Norwalk. But alternatively, I could bring it down to Memphis, Clearwater, and then down to Newport News. That might be a nicer route to bring it down on for the first route. I'd like to have New York City also connected somehow. But I'm not sure how New York is going to connect to all of this. But Concord, Memphis, Clearwater, Newport News would be interesting. New Haven to New York has to be something we have to do. New York to Baltimore is going to have to happen as well. There is a lot here that we need to think of and get done. This is quite up on a hill, isn't it? Look at this. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I mean, literally one... Look, you don't even have a fence. One tumble and you're in the canyon. Wow. I want to take a picture here, though. I know this is not supposed to be where we take pictures, but... I can actually make 4K pictures. I don't feel like doing that. Okay, perhaps this isn't the greatest picture opportunity. Never mind. Never mind. Let's go back to Concord and actually do what we're supposed to do. We're in 1853. We are making money. We are making money. Just not a lot of it. And you can see here that the passenger transport is not quite at that stage where it makes all the money in the world. But it does make a little bit. And that's important. It's important that it makes a little, in terms of it's not losing every single penny. So if we were to click on a single line, you can see, there we go. We do have some income. In fact, this year it's not too, or this quarter it's not too bad. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in quarters. I don't know why that's happened. Could I bring it? I don't know. I don't want to touch that now. It's supposed to be in quarters. That's what it is. Unfortunately, the quarters are slightly skewed. This one's. It didn't do well the first time around, but look, this time around it is doing. It's almost breaking even. Almost. Just need to keep an eye on it. That's all. And let's have a look at the other one. Let's have a look at this one. Same with this one. It's doing better. It's certainly doing better this year than it has done. Right. So we're seeing progress. We are certainly seeing progress here. Not quite enough, but definite progress. All around, progress all around. So we have some food, little bit, not a lot. I'm assuming you didn't take much. You took 3. What did you take? 4. You took 4. You took 4, or you're about to take 4. I mean, that's good. Now you've only got 2. Now that's where we run into issues. It's right there we run into issues. we are sort of managing the demand. It's not absolutely perfect, but we are managing it. Okay, these things are doing better. You can see they're doing better actually. Still losing money, but doing better. In fact, this time we've actually got an income on it before the expense. You can see on the first time it ran, it had a massive expenses incurred and hardly any income compared to it. As a matter of fact, that was a loss of, so 18.7 take away 5.91 gives us a 12.8k loss. And then here we had a loss of 18.9, 15.2, so it's a what, 3.7k loss. And so far here we've got almost a 3k loss. No, we're alright, 2.5k. No, now we're bringing it down to about 2k of loss, just under 2k. So we are getting better, just not quite quickly enough. And of course, if we manage to get this growing, that will help us. This is the problem here. The amount of noise that's being caused in areas, they aren't happy. Residents are not happy. There's current. There you go. I mean, this is sometimes an issue. Like, how do you actually fix this? That's the problem. How do you solve this? Because I feel like this is going to cause huge issues. But it's, I don't know. That's something we need to think of. Okay. On the other hand, we need to now look at how to further increase the population of this town, and that is going to be by perhaps getting us a route going to a completely different town. So I am going to try this. We are not making money here, but we're making enough money to try this route. So I am going to give it a go. Norwalk, we're going to have a bus station popped in here for you. Like so. Congratulations, you now have a bus station. Now this bus station is going to initially run buses from Concord to Norwalk. Alternatively, you know what? I could actually get buses running around Norwalk as well. Because why not? Could I do that? I mean, it covers everything here. No. Let's do this first. Let's run this first. So 158 to 160. We could have people moving. We could have movement here. New line. Coach lines, I've decided, or intercity lines, are going to be blue. They're going to be the intercity lines. PARD. Concord. Nope, not an E. Concord to Norwalk, not Norfolk or anything like that. Norwalk. Weird. And let's go ahead and buy some vehicles for this. We're going to buy 10 vehicles. We're going to spend some good money on this. We're going to paint all those vehicles blue. And we did paint them all blue, right? Yes, and we're going to send them out on this route. Off you go. Whether this works or not, I have no idea. I mean, the frequency of this is not going to be great. Amazingly, somehow we've managed to get the same frequency on this as we have on the farms. Go figure that was going to happen. Now, the only thing that I'm concerned about here is the routing on this, because obviously some of these are, everything's going to just pile in. No, actually they're sort of heading off. Some are going in, some are not. It's kind of worked. Oh look, there is someone waiting. Okay, there are 6 people waiting. That's 2 carriages full. 8 people waiting. That is 2 carriages right there. And there are more. Interesting. Here they come. Wait, no, that's not us. Where's my people? Hello? Oh, they're still very far away. I thought they were already on their way. I'm like, wow, that's great. Okay, 11 here. I'm actually going to turn some of you guys back. You, turn back. You, turn back. And you right at the end, you turn back too. Thank you. There's 10 waiting right here to go the other opposite way. This is quite big. This is big news. Can you also now turn back? And then I'll actually turn you back now too. I want to turn this one back. I don't know when. I do not know when. Road vehicle 14 is exhausted and should be replaced or maintained. Now, how do you maintain a vehicle? I mean, I know how you maintain a vehicle. I'm just curious on how you maintain this in this game. Perhaps you just go through the whole replacement of them. I'll turn you back. There we go. Okay. We'll work on the maintenance in a bit. 19 waiting here. Let's pick them up. We have 4. Still have 17 waiting. This is it. This is how we make the money. This is how this thing will start making money. Also, how does that work with this? Well, we're still at 100. Well, we're at 167, so things have increased. Massive passenger connections. Of course, now if we click stations, I'm assuming... Is it this one? Nope. No. Is it this one? Station. Something about station crowding. There we go. We'll be able to look at crowded stations. That's going to be interesting. That one is going to be very interesting. Right, we've got 18 waiting here. Where's our... There's no one on their way in. No, wait. 1 is, 2 are, 3 are. We need more. We actually need more. So to end this episode, I'm going to bring in another 5 of them. Off you go. This is how important this is. That people actually, there's a lot of people that want to go in and out of this place. Which means that could be a very viable railway route. Potentially. That's an extremely viable railway route, potentially. Oh, we're just stuck in traffic, aren't we? Oh, we actually get stuck in traffic, even at this early stage. We get stuck in traffic. Oh dear. That was going to happen, wasn't it? 23 waiting. Well, let's have a look at our earnings. Well, our earnings just went positive just now. Let's have a look on this to see what we're actually making or getting. Let's see what the income is. Are we making anything? We are certainly making. There we go. There we go. Now it's happening. But that thing's surely going to jump. They did jump, but not as much as I thought. And the income's certainly beating the expenditure. How are we looking on this one then? See, that's not working. That there is not working at all. That's loss in every moment. This is no longer a loss. This is good. I'm quite happy with that. I just need to make sure that that actually works full stop. I'm not sure why that person did that, but okay. Who are you from? No, you're from that one. Okay, we're not in the best state here, but we're in a decent state, I would say. Never mind, no, we're in a good state. 53.34, that's okay, 39. So we're looking at 13, about 14k profit there. During this period, that is. And more importantly than that, it is helping Concord actually grow. It's certainly helping Concord grow overall. So, with that all being said and done, what on earth did they build that, or did I? No, I did that. Oh no, that was already there. Never mind. Something's changed here. Which road's new? Something's new here. Anyway, with that all being said and done, I think it's time for me to end this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever 2. They won't be in the daily format that I'm trying to release them in currently. That's only going to be for the first week or so, for the first 7 episodes. Daily or every couple of days. We'll move it down to about twice or 3 times a week after that, but do stay tuned for more of those episodes. Also, make sure that you hit that little notification bell once you subscribe to make sure that you are informed and as such notified of episodes, any episodes that come to this channel. If you really do enjoy my content, you can support me on Patreon. You can consider doing that. Just pop over to www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. And you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Transport Fever 2, where, well, I'm assuming this town is going to get much, much nicer. I'll see you guys then.